Good morning, everyone. Oops, you're very far away. Let me zoom you in. We are at pattern-collections.com. It is the website. There is no app. Scrolling down, I want to remind you, because it's Monday, that there's this button down here called PayPal button. And if you are so inclined and you'd like to make a quick donation to the website, has nothing to do with me. This has to do with Ina, and she runs it. She pays for it. She takes care of it. But in order to keep it ad-free, she does take donations. You can do a one-time donation of whatever amount you want, or you can make it a monthly donation. You can donate with PayPal or with a debit or credit card. Up to you. You don't have to. If you don't have the extra cash, that's cool. I just like to point it out on Mondays to just remind you that it's there. And now we can continue on. We're going to go to Pattern Focus. And we're at a new month. So happy May, everyone. Hopefully spring has now finally sprung completely, and things are green and beautiful, and the birds are out, and the flowers and all the things. Spring is, I think is my favorite season. It's usually not hot yet. Cross my fingers. It's usually just lovely and warm and sunny and just beautiful. Sometimes there's a little bit of rain, which is fine in our area anyway. But usually by May, it's a golden month for me. I just really love May. So anyways, we're going to scroll down to Pattern Focus, and we're going to continue on the chakra journey. We have 3 more to do for this month. The first one is the throat chakra. It is symbolized by a downwards pointing triangle containing a circle. The color is light blue. It has the element of sound. The affirmation is I express. It's about expressing clear and creative expressions of yourself and those you communicate with. And then the pattern Shell has picked for this one all have to do with things that she felt had to do with communication or sound. I think they're really cool. I drew this. The color's supposed to be light blue. I wanted to do it on a card that's like this. I don't know if you can even see that color. It almost looks white on the screen. But I didn't have that color in my big papers, so I have this sort of more bright blue. But that's okay. It's blue. So we're going to move on to that. I've already redrawn this out on to a piece of cardstock. This particular piece of cardstock is approximately 6 by 6. I say skeptically because I don't remember. Let me measure. Just for those of you who are going to ask. 5.5. Approximately a 5.5 inch square. Just so you know. And then I've already drawn this out. You can see. Well, turn on my light. Maybe you can see better if I turn on my light. That I've already drawn out with pencil. And I've planned it all out using my compass and my helix circle maker for the divisions. Lots of math happened. Math and art don't always go together, but anyway. And so I'm going to put 3 patterns into this time. You know, last month I only did 2 patterns because I was doing steampunk on Friday. Well, steampunk is over, so I'm going to do 3 patterns in each of these ones. And so today I'm going to do this first one here called Sound Wave. I think I've done it before. No, maybe not. It's a very simple pattern. Very simple. All we have to do is draw a little like backwards C, or it could go the other way and be a forward C, but a little curve shape. And then we're going to continue that little curve shape downwards like a triangle. And then when you get to the end of the triangle, you're going to do a curve right around like that, like an echo. and then do another set of those. And you can continue that as far as you want. If you want to make it 3, 4, 5, however long you want to make this echo. See here in the sample she did, she made one here and had branching off bits. That's kind of cool. But what logically makes sense to me is to put that sound wave up here in these like lotus petal bits at the edge. Right in here. Turn my light back on. Turn that so you can see it. This part, this outer part. So that's where I'm going to put this pattern. And let's just get started. I was deciding whether or not I want to draw in black or white or silver. I just don't know what I want to draw in. That's my issue today. I'm going to try a couple of things. Ooh, I don't have a lot of ink in the silver. I might not do the silver. Okay. I bought some more white pens. Let me just practice with this. Oh, I do like the white on this blue. Okay, let me do that, and then let me do it in black. Like that. I think I like the white. And then maybe I'll try it in blue and see if drawing blue on blue is... Oh, you can see it. How do I want... If I do it blue, then I could highlight. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I'm going to draw my pattern on this one in blue. And then I'll highlight with the white and shade maybe with a dark blue colored pencil. Let me look at a dark blue colored pencil. That's light. Delft blue. Delft blue looks like a nice dark blue. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. We're going to shade with a dark blue colored pencil, and we're going to highlight with white, either white gel pen or white colored pencil. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Now I'm just going to pick one of these and draw that shape. I think I'm going to make that shape come to about here, and then do another one to come out about there. That's why I drew that line kind of long. I hope you can see that. So the first one's going to be wide like that. And then the second one. Something like that. That's what I'm going to do. So this isn't going to be a very difficult pattern. So let's continue on with, I want that little bit more of a curve to those so you can really see them like that. I think so. Let's continue on with questions and answers here. If you were to give one person you know an award for something, who would it be and what would it be for? That's a good question. I like that question. You know, sometimes they have some really horrible questions and then they come up with a good winner. That's a good question. I can just think of so many people that I would love to give an award to. I would give my husband an award for caregiving. He just loves to take care of others, especially old ladies. He's just got a heart for old ladies. He really does. And the ladies at church know it. So he's got one that he's going to this week. She came up to him after service and said, "You know, can you come over? I've got an issue. I've got a project." She didn't say what it was about. She just said, "I need to bend your ear." He's a little curious as to what she needs to bend his ear about, but it must be something around the house because otherwise she would have just talked about it there at church. But it must be something he needs to actually look at. But anyway, he is such a good caregiver. He just loves the old ladies. He's done it all his life. When we were early in our marriage, he took care of his grandma. But even when we were dating, grandma was very important. And then after grandma passed, he started taking care of mom and dad. And after mom passed, for sure, he took care of dad. And then and he's had even when we were dating, there was a couple of old ladies that he would go over and mow their lawn once a week, and you know, help them with their grocery shopping. And that was Ruby and Nina. They were sisters who lived together in their old golden years, and he took care of them until they passed. Trying to remember. One passed when we were dating, or just early on in our marriage, and then the other passed a little bit later. But he took care of them. No, it was later than that because they knew. Well, at least Nina did. I don't remember if Ruby knew David. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Timeline. And then who else has he taken care of? He just does. It's what he does. It's in his DNA, I think. He is just a caregiver. And like I said, now he takes care of the old ladies at church and the mom of his best friend. He's taking care of her. And it's just what he does. So he will get the award, the caretaking award. I'm not even sure he really realizes he does it. It's just who he is. Well, no, he does realize, because he has often joked that he's the old lady caretaker. Which is good. That means when I become an old lady, he'll take care of me unless I have to take care of him first. In which case, I should hope that our son has learned something from him. I do believe our son has a lot of that in him, because I can see it. Where he is now, he has moved up north and is with family up north, but I can see how he helps do a lot of caretaking for the younger nieces and nephews, and he does that as well. I'm going to make it a little darker here. I think I want that darker. Needs to have some contrast. Although the whole piece as a whole will have more contrast. It's just hard to see when you're just doing one pattern at a time. And I'll probably maybe come back at the end and maybe change some of the contrast places where I might want more of a dark area. But for sure I want this. Yeah, that looks much better with a little bit of contrast. Okay, next question. If you had to choose someone with you right now to be President of the United States, who would you want it to be? Well, there's no one in the building with me right now. But if I had to choose somebody that I actually personally know to be the President of the United States, I would pick the brother-in-law of my best friend. He is a politician, a small town politician. He's the mayor of a city where he lives, which is not the same city as me, but it's not that far away. It's within an hour's drive. He's on city council and has been for some time, actually. And the way that particular city works is that they don't vote for a mayor as a separate entity. Everyone on the city council gets to be mayor at one point or another, but or can become mayor at one point or another. It gets rotated through the different council members, which is cool. Great way to do that. But the council members vote as to who's going to be mayor each year. And some council members, depending on how long they sit on council, if they get voted off, they may never become mayor, just from the nature of the thing. And I think there's a certain, like after your term as mayor, you can't be voted in as mayor for the next term. You have to sit one out. You're still on council, but you're not the mayor. Just so that no one person has ultimate authority over, like the mayor has I think the mayor has the deciding vote if there is a tie in a voting situation. So, the mayor can hold quite a bit of power depending on the makeup of the city council. But they've actually voted him in to be mayor multiple times during his tenure, and the city has voted him onto the council multiple times. So I'm assuming he's doing a really good job. But I know him. We've hung out with him. He grew up with my husband. My husband called his parents aunt and uncle, even though technically they were not blood related. That kind of relationship, very close family. And I strongly believe in his ethics and his politics, so he would make a good president. He's a very fair kind of guy. He's very concerned about the drug, not just illegal drugs, but the drug problem in the United States of opiate abuse and doctors and prescriptions of opiates that are just killing people. That's his big, as a pharmacist for a living, that is his big campaign thing, is the war on abusing medications and drugs, whether they be legal or illegal, the abuse of the drugs and how harmful that is to a community. Anyway, that's who I would choose. If you could become rich doing one thing that you currently don't do, what would you want it to be? Oh, something I don't do? I mean, I can't get rich on making YouTube videos and drawing pictures and having fun and creativity. Well, that's sad. Okay, I like that. What would I want it to be? Something that I don't currently do, but I would become rich doing it. I need to erase, before I get any further, I need to erase this outer bit. Because once I put the pencil on, then I won't be able to erase, will I? No, I will not. Because then it'll get rid of all of my work, and I don't want to do that. I don't know. I'd like to maybe invent something. There's sometimes I'm laying in bed and I think of something and I thought, oh, I would like to invent things and become rich that way. Sure, why not? That just makes it pop, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I like that. Just put a little bit of white. Oops, I didn't erase that. What's that noise? Just a notification. Nothing important. Next, if you were to be a machine, what machine would you be? They have a picture of a vacuum. I would not be a vacuum. If I was to be a machine, I'd want to be a 3D printer, I think. Be such a variety of things that could be made with me then. Absolutely. A 3D printer would be a great machine to be. Not a regular printer. Those are fiddly. These look like little Dr. Seuss character somethings. I don't know. Look like they could go in a Dr. Seuss book. More questions. We're moving along with the questions today. If you could erase any one murder from history, which would it be? Oh my gosh. The assassination of President Lincoln. I believe the United States would be a different United States if Lincoln had remained president. Okay. I may be completely wrong about that, but that's the first one that came to mind. Just going to put shading on one side, I think. Just to make these look a little more 3D. I don't remember what I'm going to put in there, so I'm not going to get too carried away. I may come back after I'm done and put shading in that part, but just a little bit there and then a little on this side. Just to give it even more of a 3D effect. But it doesn't need to be super precise. Okay, one more question. If you had to change citizenship, which country would you want to become a citizen of? The UK. Absolutely. My roots are in England, Scotland. That's my heritage. So for sure the UK. My other roots are Norwegian, Scottish, English. Those are my peeps. Okay, I really like how that's looking. So I'm going to leave this out because on the next video, and then I'm not going to sign it yet. Well, I have to start because I have to name the bits and pieces. Okay. This is the throat chakra. And just sign it up in here. And this one was sound wave, right? Sound wave. Okay, we're going to start with that. Throat chakra, sound wave. You are way too close. You can't see the whole thing. See? Look at it. Isn't that pretty? I like it. Now I'm too far away. I need something in between that and that. There we go. That's good. Lovely. Okay, that's it for this video. I'll be back on Wednesday to do the second one. You'll have to just wait and find out what I decide to choose. I will see you guys in a few minutes for me, in a whole day for you. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.